It is another 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Well, it's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. What's with that number? Why is he doing this? Why specifically this amount of clip every time? Why can he only give 2 minutes and then like a 12 minutes of bullshit? Like, why does he need to space all this out so much and just drip feed it? This Cyberleak guy is he's just full of shit. It says on the screen, they want to take your right to resell. The peaceful route got us nowhere. This was plotted by them for years. It is time to fight now or never. Rockstar does not determine whether or not Sony is going to stick around and have physical discs. What are you talking about? GTA 6 could literally explode and never release, and that still won't change. Is anyone buying this shit? Is anyone seriously buying that this guy gives a fuck? He is so full of shit. Okay, so Jason's got his truck. It seems to be a different color. He's at his house. We can see Michael's boat, which is probably not actually Michael's boat from GTA 5, but it was a nice meme at the time. He's in his Vapid 70 Ganado. The symbol on the map for his house is light green, or like a teal. I wonder if that has some significance, like the color increases over time depending upon the quality of your house. Or, because like obviously in GTA 5 it was associated with your character. Trevor, orange, Michael, blue, Franklin, green. This doesn't seem to be the case here. Man just run a stop sign. This man is a monster. Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone has a mailbox. There's a statue of a dolphin. So like it's a dolphin with its flippers holding the mailbox that you put mail in. That's genius. Can they sell that? Is Rockstar gonna sell one of those? I want one of those. As always, the scenery looks lovely. The trees look so vibrant and beautiful. We're not just looking at like green trees. We got like flowers and red bushes. It's so vibrant and beautiful. And there's so much stuff everywhere. Like there's no way in this game you can just turn down the distance scaling and remove all this. I want that for speedrunning, I guess, but like you'd remove so much of the beauty of this game. It's like he's just driving down a neighborhood in America. Really. It's so impressive. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Take that back. There's another house with the exact same dolphin mailbox. I thought it was unique. I thought they were special, but no, just everyone in this neighborhood getting their dolphin mailboxes. Those two guys hate each other, 100%. When I'm seeing boats on the back of trailers and stuff, like I wonder if they can be moved. Like, can you move Jason's boat from his house? Like you hook it up to a trailer or something and pull it out? Like his boat doesn't look movable, but other boats around here definitely look like you could move them. What I want is to like be able to pick up one of those small dinghies and like carry it on my back to the water. I doubt that's possible though. Is that a levitating truck? There's a truck that looks like it's off the ground. Well, that's cool. There's a huge Slurpee on top of this petrol station. I like Slurpees. Frozen Cokes, frozen drinks. What do you guys call them in your countries? You call them slushies? Oh, that's interesting. He's at the petrol station and over the speakerphone it yells, "Excuse me, sir. Sir, owner of the pickup, gas needs to go in the tank." I guess it's talking about this other pickup here, not Jason, who is probably, I don't know, filling up containers or something. There's a lot of vending machines. You know how like in GTA 5 there was like 1 or 2 types of vending machines that basically gave the same stuff. There appears to be some variety here. The guy's like, "I guess I'm breaking your precious rules. I can pump gasoline wherever I want. And none of your regulations or mind control is gonna stop me." This guy definitely listens to Ron's bullshit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He glitching some of this. He's holding onto the pump for the car, but his arm's just like he's me trying to swat away mosquitoes. And he's like glitching through his body and stuff. Yeah, there's no way this is like a build that was done like 2 weeks ago. There's definitely some polishing here, right? He's clipping in stuff. He continues, "You can just go right ahead and suck my free thinking balls." I don't think that's something we're actually able to do in this particular scene. Oh, I see. He had a bathtub in the back of his pickup truck and he was filling it with gas. But he's bugging out, so it's just like he's spraying it everywhere. In a very glitchy way, not in a way that's intentional. And Jason is stealing his bathtub of gasoline. Oh, there's like a Spanish radio station. Having a fiance from Venezuela. I listen to Spanish music sometimes. I have no idea what they're saying, but it's catchy. My ways, it's like a flag on this guy's car. My ways, no left turns. The guy is running after the car. The government's stealing my gas. I mean, Jason probably worked for the government or something at some point. Oh, he just ran him over, and that did not sound like... It sounded like a stock sound effect. It was like... He very vehemently did not enjoy being hit, as evidenced by the... Very gory, though, yeah. There's definitely some bit of blood splatter there. wouldn't say very gory, but yeah, there's blood, and there's, you know. Oh, okay, this is the first wasted we've seen. So Jason runs into a car, and I guess because he's in a car that's got a bathtub of gasoline, he explodes. I guess he taps the car and it slows down in the same way it does in GTA 5. It loses color in a similar sort of way. It flashes to a different angle and says wasted, and it's white. But the screen is like in like a red tint. Yeah, I don't love it, honestly. Like, one of the things I didn't love in GTA 5 was that sometimes you'd like die and you get like a good picture, but the removal of the color would kind of remove the image you could make, right? It does feel like placeholder text, honestly. It's not impossible that this is the final one because it is priced down. That is priced down font, which is Rockstar's font. But and it's not like in GTA 5 it's amazing font either, but it does feel a little bit not finalized. I'd agree with that. Jason's car on the map is green with a J next to it. What is the significance of the different colors of his car sometimes? Maybe you can pick the color yourself? I'm talking about the symbol on the map, I mean. The crime gets reported, so the cops are gonna go after him, but then he explodes. Okay, and then there's the cutscene afterwards. Let's have a look what drip feed cutscene we experience. He's got the same shirt. He's in the same washroom from the previous one. It says return to Lucia. And the guy from last time's having a problem taking a piss. He's almost jerking it. And he says, this is why she fucking left me. So I guess we're gonna see Lucia next time. Looking at the stuff on the walls. You can't see this guy's dick, thankfully. Oh, maybe you can. I mean, no, I don't think so. It's a bit small. He's simply called Stranger. But interestingly, it puts like a pink dot on the screen and points downwards. That has to be a placeholder, right? Maybe not. Like, it just feels a bit weird to have a dot pointing down to a particular character, right? Well, actually, no, because you don't have a mini-map. Yeah, I guess that's what they probably did in a substitute for a mini-map, right? Because normally it'd be like a mini-map in the corner at all times. This is where the person is you need to go. But it is definitely a cleaner UI experience to have a temporary dot appear than the map like this. Yeah, so that sucks. I really hope Rockstar catches this, dude. I imagine the reason why he's put text on the screen to say, you know, support me guys, I'm doing this for good reasons, is because he must be feeling that people are turning against him, right? They plan on catching me. You know, I did see this very convincing clip recently on this guy, DarkViper Clips YouTube channel. I'd never heard of him, right? But this was some pretty damning evidence as to who the leaker might be. There's an amazing channel, DarkViperAU Clips, right? Hasn't uploaded in years, so I hear. So I have made a very important announcement. To remove any possible doubt and to set the record completely straight, I want to state definitively that I am actually a voice actor for GTA 6. For real, no cap, on God, deadass, straight up, legit, for real, oh, yeah. For real, facts, bet, for real though. I mean, no one could say those things about a claim without it actually being true. I'll be sure to leak all the sensitive details about my experiences with the game, so be ready for that. Rockstar, you've got your guy. Whoever this guy is, like, they should hunt that guy down. A terrible fashion sense. Like, he wears tank tops in current year, no less. I mean, crazy. No, honestly, I think this explosion is perfectly fine. I think like one frame before the explosion starts in the gas, sure, but like it's clearly caused by the car accident. Yeah, that makes sense because a lot of cars have GPS trackers, right? So that little symbol we were questioning that appeared in the bottom left-hand corner for some cars, clearly if you steal a more modern car, it's going to have a GPS tracker and the cops are going to be able to hunt you down and find you, right? Genius.
So maybe we access Lucia very early in the story?
So here's the thing. There is no way the game starts where this guy showed. And it's, so in the footage that he shows of the car exploding, again, we see the C on the map for the cow mission. The single mission we've seen this entire time that we on the map, if there's ever a mission on the map, it's this single one C. And all the footage we've seen so far of cutscenes or missions could conceivably be in this one C mission. It could be the case that you're going to meet Lucia and you stop and see Cal first. And so he could still only have one mission. You're trying so hard to cope with this? I just want some definitive evidence of some actual time progression. Something that actually shows he has more than one mission. Because currently we've seen 2 at most, or 1.
Game's still a little buggy as the NPC gives up very quickly and car explodes after very little contact.
That could be a little bit intentional, but even in the very first clip we saw NPCs being like, oh no, those people are being stabbed. And they just walk very casually. Like, this looks so beautiful with very cool effects and features and stuff, but there's still some polish being done here, right? Absolutely.
There's a fighter jet that flies in the background.
Really? That is true. Well, that's a fast plane. God damn. It's bogging. It's like a laser or something.
People are getting so tinfoil coated that some are already theorizing that the dude with the terminal disease that was allowed to play GTA 6 in advance is actually the leaker.
I think they're right. Rockstar needs to go find that kid. You know, punch on. To all the GTA fans outside the hospital, pitchforks and flaming torches. Ah, get him! Bring out the sick kid!
What are the chances of Rockstar releasing these leaks in the lead up to the Netflix release?
Fucking 0%. 0% chance. The amount of legal issues would be astronomical. They're not going to rug pull their audience for the equivalent of 15 cents as far as their wider market cap is concerned. And they certainly aren't going to be subpoenaing social medias for a bit of extra promotion.
This clip is a direct continuation of the first basketball clip. He has the same amount of money as the basketball clip.
So it is. That is a really interesting observation. What's up, man? 9159. Because that's absolutely true. Thinking about it, yeah, because he in the basketball clip, he ends at his house. And in this one, he starts driving away from his house. And he has the same amount of money and same clothing. If he has unlimited footage, why is he doing that? This is getting sketchier and sketchier as to what this guy actually has. People were so convinced when he shot his name into a wall, but that's the kind of shit that you do when you're demoing a game and you're in a sandbox. You do that and smiley faces. That's like the go-to two things you do in a sandbox. And if he played it a year ago and recorded himself doing it, he would have that footage. But again, that's not certain, right? It's just a hypothesis. This is more mysterious than it needs to be. If he showed 2 minutes of a heist an hour into the game, over. We know exactly what's going on, but.
So where are we moving the goalpost now?
What do you mean moving the goalposts? It was never no way he had, it was never definitively he does not have a build. It is nothing that we have definitely indicates that. And he keeps doing stuff that would be consistent with him not having a build. Every second time, he's using a clip from a previous session again. The normal stuff that you do when you play a video game is accumulate assets, get money, complete additional missions, go to new areas, and all the things that you would do if you could play the fucking video game, he doesn't do. That doesn't mean definitively he doesn't have a build. It's simply that he's not playing or showing us things that showcase him having a build. And until there's evidence that definitive evidence that he has the build, there's reason to be skeptical of it. There's no moving of goalposts here. The same standard of evidence applies. In the same way that the cutscenes that we've seen gives greater credibility to the idea that he can progress in the game, but it doesn't definitively show it because the cutscenes could be from the same mission. Plausibly. This is how evidence works.
Imagine Rockstar only released trailers when a specific number of pre-orders were reached.
Imagine how pissed people would be. Guys, we need to sell 1.3 million pre-orders. Or we're not releasing any more footage. Get buying. Buy it multiple times. Buy it for your friends. But this guy is like, I gotta hit 1.3 million. I'm not gonna show you guys a strip club. And people are like, yeah, woo, we love this guy, yeah. Rockstar does the same thing. What is this scummy anti-consumer practices? Hypocrites. They will defend any scummy behavior by people they see as on their team. That's interesting. I do vaguely remember this actually. New GTA 6 gas leak references this incident. So in the footage, he actually has a bathtub, but this is like a tarpaulin. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't see no hot chick, but yeah, very similar. There have been many situations like that where people are filling up stuff when there's potential gas shortages and stuff. But a tarpaulin in the back of a truck is an interesting way to do things. Wouldn't you just lose the gas though? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Like you can't transport gas like that. I showed the leak, I showed the gas leak. In fact, gas seeps away to the degree that there's particular technology related to capturing the fumes or whatever, or the gas that evaporates as you're trying to put it out in your car. to reduce the amount that's lost or some such, if I recall that correctly. Because it's just that valuable.
Someone made a joke about the kid with the illness who got the build being Cyberleak. I don't think he is, but maybe somehow Cyberleak got access to the build Rockstar sent that kid. I don't know how else he'd get a build.
So many people playtested this thing, you know, and they might be Russian. No. I mean, I don't mean they might be Russian. I mean, Rockstar might have been rushing to complete the game and so wasn't as security focused as they should have been. I don't know anything about him being Russian, guys. That was no Freudian slip.
I think someone needs to learn Cyberleak how to play GTA, because this leak was very boring and it's like he doesn't know what to do.
If you gave me access to free roam GTA, I would show you the most insane shit you can imagine. I'd be doing stunts, I'd be setting up things, I'd be looking in the underbelly and being like, look at this shit, guys. This guy is just like, how to drive car? I accelerate, car go fast. I'm gonna drive in that direction. Ooh. There's a reason why this guy needs to rug pull people with fucking cryptocurrency. He's got no personality, no flair, no style. Can't even drive.
I got the memory of a concrete slab. Leaks don't ruin the game for me because I'm a forget everything anyway, but can't wait for him to be caught.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Kind of. Like, I have a good memory for details about GTA 5. Like, I internalize it and stuff, but this brief look when I'm tired, I remember every detail that I've seen, and even of the ones I've seen, like, this is not ruining the game for me. If someone had walked out to me and told me these minor details about the mechanics and the UI, I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
Build or not, they are amazing at building hype for each new leak with something new and more interesting each clip.
I don't think each clip has been more interesting than the last, and I think people have only gotten more pissed at him as time has gone on. These are all like 2 out of 10 clips. We maybe went from like 1 to 2 to maybe we made 2.5. Like this is a really slow roll.
Leave the multi-billion-dollar corporation alone, energy.
That's such a cop-out, dude. I care about the game and the players and the devs. I don't care about the executives or like I don't care about Strauss Zelnick's feelings or some shit. I care about what's best for us. And these leaks are not helping us. They're not making the game better. They're just distracting Rockstar from making the game better. Like the possibility that we might have the story leak, it's not making stuff better. It's just it's if anything, it's a mild novelty with the undercurrent of a bit of fear that we might actually get leaked something actually significant.
I think he might be on a date with Lucia. The bathroom clip shows A+ heart filling their romance bar. Maybe a side date, not a story mission thing.
I do not see that anywhere. Oh, no. You're right. Wait, so he takes a piss and then there's plus a bunch of love hearts on the right-hand side of the screen? And Jason is just really like, he has like a derpy face. Like look on his face. What is with the love hearts? I don't get it. Lucia can hear him pissing and she's like, damn, he pissing strong. I like it. I may be getting married, guys, but I only know some of what women are into, okay? People have weird preferences.
What would you do to Cyberleak if you caught him?
I'd give him one of these and one of those and yeah. I'll show him. What do you think I'm gonna do?
It looks like the crazy gas guy loses a leg when hit by the truck.
Really? Oh, shit, he does. I completely missed that. Probably because you can't see where the leg went, but yeah, it looks like he's missing a leg there. It's in shadow, it's hard to see. That's crazy, it's gonna be gore. I mean, there was gore in Red Dead Redemption 2, right? They could lose arms and stuff? Yeah, there was definitely gore in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just a question of whether they keep it here or escalate it and stuff. Even heads and stuff, yeah. Yeah, you could lose limbs. Like, I remember that we did a fact on, like, the shopkeeper guy, and you just blew off his arms with a shotgun.
Opinions on PlayStation sabotaging their own company with all this digital game stuff and their recent terms update stating if you buy a digital game, you don't own it but rather a license to use the game?
At the end of the day, consoles are effective monopolies. If you want that product, if the product is appealing, it represents value to you, and you can afford it, you're going to get it from them. Until you can break that monopoly, you're going to accept it. It may increase the threshold by which something needs to be good enough for you to bother paying Sony money, whatever. You could be outraged and stuff. I can respect all that. But for the average consumer, they're just not going to care. It's kind of like with Hogwarts Legacy and how outraged people were, how J.K. Rowling is a terrible person, her politics suck, and then the game came out and it broke all the records and made so much goddamn money. At the end of the day, there are a lot of people who are going to care about this, but not enough that I think it's really going to affect them long term. And after enough time, this will just be the norm, It will just be accepted. Even though perhaps we shouldn't move on, I think there should be physical games. I think the world would be better if there was still physical games being sold for everyone. That is my stance. But I don't think people are going to care about this long term. In the same way people hated that the dislike button was taken away on YouTube, I agree, shouldn't have been taken away, but everyone's just moved on. Everything normalizes. Unfortunately, these kind of changes don't undermine the value of the individual day-to-day experience of using the product, and so people aren't going to care. Or not enough people will care, let's say. This could drive some people to Xbox, for example, but not for exclusives, because Monopoly. Got an hour and a half of sleep. He drops one leak at 11 p.m. and the next one at 3 a.m. Just specifically so I can't get any sleep. This guy is the biggest asshole ever. He's doing this specifically to fuck with me. I don't care though, his driving sucks. And he can go fuck himself. So what we have is 1 minute and 49 seconds, which is shorter than the 2 minutes and 12 seconds we usually get. It's the same text on screen as last time, him bullshitting about actually caring about physical games. He's given us a 1080p 4K bitrate flight over the city and nice, and it looks beautiful. He's flying in a plane that is covered in like a fire livery. Yellow and red, looks nice.
Best leak ever. City looks fucking insane.
It does. This is, each individual light has like its own natural scattering of light in the world. Like it's like, it looks so, you've flown over a city at night, as what this looks like. And there's so many cars down below, like entire car parks of like 100 cars. You can see the freeway with like 100 cars on it. Like how can it be the consoles are able to process this much? It's crazy. This game must be optimized so well. He shows again the radio, Dirty South Classics, Circle Loco, V-Rock, Back Country Radio, Symphony FM, SFM Stockyard FM, DNU, Emotion, The Wipe, Cocotio, Worldwide FM, Kaleidoscope. Looking at the buildings, you can see like individual windows that are lit up, but I can't tell from here if it actually represents that you can go into these places. Looking at some of these buildings though, I don't think it represents that you can go into these. Some of them maybe, but not all of them. It's a building with a limit on the side. Looks like some sort of banking business. Individual buildings have their own like colored lights, like some of them are like green and others purple, and because night you can't see that many details. There's some sort of bank down there. There's an entire area of greenery. Look, it looks like in the middle of the city. And then in the middle, like it's like pink and red and yellow. You can't tell what this stuff is because we're just so high up. But you can even see like individual lights on the boats and stuff. Like the different types of boats have different variations of lights. It's so beautiful. Parts of this I can think of from official material. There's like shots panning over the city at night, and it looks exactly like it. Unsurprising. It's the same city. There's two buildings in the distance that look like they have pyramids on top of them. There's a building under construction, a mile-high club-esque building. It's one building that has purple lights, one with red lights, like a strip of red all the way around it. Like in Australia, the buildings in Sydney City can be programmed to have certain colors for certain events and stuff. I wonder if that's what can happen in this city too. We actually hit the beach at the ends, and an area that I'm pretty confident, has been in official marketing material. Looks like down there there's like a tennis court that is lit up with a bunch of lights. Fascinating. Oh, we got no cutscene this time. Is he running out? It's interesting to me, the variation in light color. Like, it isn't like every light on the street is a white light or a particular version of orange light. There's a whole spectrum of how light looks in the world that is hard to capture in a game, I imagine, and it is totally here. The architecture of this place is so varied and interesting, which is actually a comment that I made when I went to Miami. They've really captured it well. But other than that, as I say, you don't get that many details flying over the top of this place. It's just a big wow factor. There's of course that whole mega dome where the sporting events happen that you can see. Does that look like there's a tent down there, I think? Like a huge circus tent that's lit up. They need somewhere to keep your mother. Haha. Even at the water, you can see a clear separation between the light sands and like the deep ocean. Yeah, this is a nothing burger though. We learn nothing about any particular mechanics. This again does not showcase to us whether he actually has a build that he has access to right now, or if he recorded footage in the past, or if he ever had access to anything beyond one mission and free roam. They've done amazing things with the lighting in this game. Everything is amazing, but I will say, like, this is nothing compared to what it's going to look like actually seeing it in 4K for the first time. Not in this shitty resolution. Seeing it with your own eyes, you know? It's in the same way, like, I could show you 1,000 pictures of Sydney at night. It won't feel the same way it is, like, being here, you know? Seeing a video of Miami doesn't make you understand what it's like to like, see Miami. Now I can show you a picture of roller coaster. You gotta go on it, though. And that's why I don't think this really ruins what's going to be the first experience. In the same way that seeing a picture of a roller coaster doesn't degrade your experience of that roller coaster. Fishing spot tooltip at 120. Oh, I completely missed that. This is a fishing spot for large common snook. Equip a fishing rod to try and catch one. He's flying over the top here. You reckon you can have like a plane that can levitate over water? Or a helicopter that can levitate over water? So you can fish not only out of a boat, but out of flying vehicles as well? Well, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope this leaker goes away. Peace.